Hi, Thrifty Vicki here. I've kind of been doing a little bit of a series on low-cost cooking because inflation and groceries are so high right now. And so if you like what you see today, please subscribe. I am making chicken parmesan, and I wanted to make that. I know a lot of people already know how to make chicken parmesan, but this is such an easy recipe, and it's gluten-free, and it's delicious, and it's really low cost. And the reason it's gluten-free is I use arrowroot instead of flour. And Arrowroot has such a nice, crispy, like when you fry it up, it's just crispy, it's delicious. So I'm gonna turn my cast iron pan on to medium high. And while that's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and take some arrowroot. And I like this brand of arrowroot. I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. My cooking space is really small today. Let's see. All right. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some Parmesan and Romano. I've already mixed this up a little bit. And that'll coat on the outside of the chicken. And then I have this really nice chicken breast, very thinly cut chicken breast. I got it at our local grocery store, and they cut it up for me, which is really nice. So this whole package is about $8. I can find it cheaper probably, but that seemed like a pretty decent price for as much chicken as I got. So now they're super thin, so they're gonna cook quickly, which is really nice. I had a hard time. They're so thin, breaking them apart. So you can see, I mean, these are really, really, really thin. Okay, so I'm gonna take that, put it in my, I'll probably put about 4 in here, not too many. They're really sticking together here. Okay, so there's gonna be about 5. Okay. And then do a little shake, shake, shake. Float all those up. And by having the Parmesan in there, you know that each chicken's gonna get that really nice flavor. Okay, my pan is about heated up. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Okay, so now what you wanna do is you wanna do butter and olive oil. If you do that combination, the butter won't burn as fast. So it's, especially with such thin and you're trying to saute the chicken and kind of sear it, it's good to do that combination. So I've got my butter. Where's my olive oil? There it is. And olive oil. Oh, that's gonna be so good. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper to the mixture. And then I'm just gonna do, once this is done, I'll do another batch of the chicken. And I really don't wanna put it on for too long, maybe about 3 to 4 minutes for the chicken, and then I'm gonna, this is really good, but it's messy. Which I kind of like. And one thing that's nice is that my guests aren't coming for about an hour, so this is one of those meals that you can prep ahead of time. Because the final touches goes in the oven, so you can just let it sit until you're ready. Okay, it's just starting to brown, so I think that's a good time to flip it because they're so thin. You don't really need to cook these all the way through. Yeah, add a little bit more olive oil. Okay, set that aside. Okay, add some more butter. So we're just doing batches of this. You could do 2 pans at a time, but I sometimes struggle just handling 1 pan at a time, so I think 2 would be a little overwhelming right now. Of knowing if chicken's done is if it's seared enough, is that if it sticks to the pan, it's not ready. If it lifts up really easy, then it's ready. So that's lifting out, so we know that's ready. That one's ready. And again, they're super thin, so don't cook them too long, because they're gonna cook in the oven. So you're just trying to get that coating on the outside. Doesn't have to be a perfect brown, because we're gonna put some sauce over it, so no one's, that's perfect, but that's because there was a lot of butter right there. Sometimes I make a homemade sauce with this, and I'll add shallots and tomato sauce and make a really beautiful sauce. Today I'm using a tomato and basil organic sauce from Aldi. The reason I'm using it is it was $2. It's so cheap right now, and it's organic, so I couldn't help myself. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. I'm just getting all the bits and the chicken flavor. And then I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Okay, one of the things I always do when I buy sauce is buy 2. Because if you don't have enough, it's, I've got stuff all over me. If you don't have enough sauce, you're gonna really regret it. So I did buy 2 jars of these. I think 1 might be enough, but just in case I have 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my chicken and I'm gonna put it right on the sauce. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I have my Romano and my Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna take and make slices. Put that right on the chicken. Okay, looks like I've got everything. Now I'm gonna take my sauce. This is the Aldi sauce and I'm just gonna put a little bit on each chicken. I can hear my dog hovering around because it's dinner time. Hi, Moose. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this in the oven right before my guests get here for about 20 minutes. And that's it, that's chicken Parmesan. Okay, and I'll see you right before my guests get here. Hi, welcome back. My guests are gonna be here in about 20 minutes, and so I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. And what I did is I had these little sweet bites. I found them at Aldi. They're really delicious. I love cooked tomatoes. If you don't love cooked tomatoes, don't do this. But I cut them in half and I just put them on the top just to make it look pretty. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some Italian seasoning right on top. You can also put fresh basil. I don't have any of the basil that I bought went bad in like a day. I don't know what happened. So I'm just gonna do some Italian seasoning on top, which I think will be just lovely. And then I'm gonna put this at 400 degrees in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna broil the top. And then it should be done. Hi, welcome back. Okay, I'm getting ready to put this in the oven. I just noticed in my produce, I had these little sweet tomatoes. I bought them at Aldi, they're delicious. And so I cut them in half and I put them on top. I love cooked tomatoes in anything. If you don't like that, just don't do it. Now, fresh basil is really great on this recipe. The basil that I bought went bad, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of Italian seasoning right on top. Add a little bit of flavor. If you have dried basil, you could do that as well. Doesn't really matter. But I think that'll just be perfect. So I'm gonna put this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna check it. Because this chicken is so thin, I really just don't want to overcook it at this point. So I think we're good to go. I think this just looks fantastic. So, woohoo! Okay. Take a look at that. Yum! If you want to sprinkle cheese on the top, then you can actually, after the 10 minutes, just do a quick broil and melt the cheese. But I'm gonna let the sauce be on the top for right now and let the cheese on the inside bake. So either way is fine. So I'll see you when it's ready. Hi, welcome back. I am ready to take out the chicken parm. Oh, it looks perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much for coming. I can't wait to serve this to my guests. If you like what you see, please press like, subscribe, comment. I'll get back to you, and see you next time.